just switch it on, see what it's like. Wow, that's bright. Hello, I'm John, and this is Fun with Filmora.
Lights, camera, action!
Let's have some fun. When I record my YouTube videos, as I'm doing now, I'm using a cheap, basic ring light as the fill light, which is the light that's in front of me shining on my face. And I've noticed in a couple of my videos that the colour doesn't look quite right. I don't look the natural colour that I look. I look a little bit yellow or orangey, which isn't a good thing. Not at my age, it shows up all the wrinkles, so that's no good. So I thought I'd buy a new fill light. Didn't want to spend a lot of money because I didn't know what it would be like. So I found an absolute bargain on Amazon. And that's what I'm going to be unboxing and reviewing today. This is the Instro P25 video streaming key light. Nicely packaged. I bought it from Amazon for around 60 UK pounds. And I'll put the equivalent US dollars in the video as well for you, so you can see how much it compares with other video lights out there. There are lots of video lights you can buy, LED lights. There are ones on tripod stands. There are ones like this that has a desk clamp on, which I'll show you when I open the box. And they can range anything from around £50 up to hundreds of pounds. After doing a bit of research and looking at the reviews on Amazon, this one for £60 was getting great reviews, so I thought, give it a go, why not? So let's have a look at the specifications on it. Okay, it's a bi-colour key light. I think that means it does both warm and near natural daylight. It ranges its colour temperature from 2800 to 8000 K, which is a great range. That's really good, and we'll check that out later as I actually test the product. The output power is 25 watts. And it says group control 6 groups. I think that means, it comes with a remote control you see, so I think that means you can control up to 6 lights from the one remote control. It's the model P25 and it's called a video streaming key light. Let's look at the back. The specifications says it's 12 to 16 volts, and I believe it does come with a power supply. I hope it's a UK one, otherwise this is going to be a very short review and unboxing. The colour temperature, as I said before, ranges from 2800 K to 8000 K, which is a great range, I believe. Brightness goes from 0 to 100%. It works off channel 11, that will be the frequency on the remote control. It says group 6 A, B, C, D, E and F. I think that refers to the remote control, so you can group all of your 6 lights and call them A, B, C, D, E and F on the remote control and choose which one to switch on, off or brighten or dim by the remote control, which is a great feature, especially at that price point, £60. Now the CRI, which I didn't know what it meant, so I looked it up, and what it means is the colour rendering index, and the top score you can get is 100. And this one is equal to or greater than 95, which is pretty good. The other thing it says on here is TLCI is again greater than or equal to 95, and that stands for Television Lighting Consistency Index, and again the top score you can get on that is 100, so sounds promising. LED beads, which I think is the number of LEDs, is 108 pieces. So the size of this package is 280 by 180 by 35 millimeters, and we'll see the actual size of the light itself once we get into the packaging. And the weight of this package is 1025 grams, so just over a kilogram. If you haven't already downloaded Filmora, you can do so from the link in the description below. It's free to try, so why not give it a go? Let's get it open and see what it looks like. Now you'll have to give me a second and excuse me if I disappear behind the box. Okay, just move my phone over to this side. And I'll move the box over here so we can see what's going on. Nice little cleaning cloth to begin with. Nicely packaged actually. Lovely protective foam. Don't know if that's recyclable. I hope so. Not sure, but I hope it is. But nicely packaged so far, and like I said, well protected. We have the manual, which I'll give you a closer view of later on. It's legible. It starts off in Chinese, but it does have a UK or English manual, sorry. So that's good. We'll check that out a bit later. Right, what's this then? Yes, we do have a power supply, which is great. And yes, I have a UK plug, so I'm very happy about that. Very happy indeed. So it's a standard, as we call it in UK, a kettle lead. It's a 2-pin adapter. Plugs in like so, goes into the wall, and that goes into your light. So very happy that came with it. Never thought of checking that actually on the list when I bought it. So that's a bonus. Okay, let's see, what's this then? Here's the remote control. Oh, it's got a little screen on it as well, like a little LED screen. It's got the name of the actual manufacturer on it, Instro, and that's INSSTRO. It's a Chinese company, but like most of these things, they are Chinese, but a lot of them are good quality as well. And I'm hoping this is, it looked good quality. Reviews said it was really good. So we'll go through the instructions later, see what the remote control can do. Once we put a battery in, etc. Put that to one side. We have the C-clamp, and that's a nice weighty C-clamp that actually. That's really nice. Good quality. You've got good adjustments on it. Obviously you can go up to that, more or less up to that, to wedge onto a desk or anything, a shelf, something like that. And then you've also got these two adjustments. So again, you can move that down, take them out. I'll do that quickly for you, give you a demonstration, why not? It's here. I might speed this up because I'm not too fast. No, that's not too bad. So you can take them out and you can actually move it down even further. There's 2 more holes there. So you've got a lot of adjustment there on the actual C-clamp, which is great. Yeah, that's really good. Okay, I'll put that to one side for a second. Leave it in there. This is the actual extending pole that goes onto the C-clamp. It screws onto the top there like so. Won't do that just yet, I'll do that when I'm setting it up. And then you've got adjustability on this as well. It extends. And that's quite tall, that's quite good. I think it'll be more than what I need, so I'm happy with that. So far so good. It's nice and light, it feels like aluminium. It's definitely metal. I thought it'd be plastic at that price, but it's definitely metal, so very, very happy with that. Let's put that to one side. Oh, sorry about the noise there. And then let's have a look at the actual light itself. Let me just put this box down so you can see me, if you want to see me, of course. Okay, and there's the light. It's a lovely size actually, it's perfect for me. So I wanted to go over my monitor and shine down into my face, so that's really, really good. It looks really nice. Again, I think that may be plastic, but it feels really good quality. It's got adjustability back and forth. Doesn't swivel side to side. But again, obviously, because you've got the desk clamp with it, you can just move the desk clamp instead. But that actually will move forwards and backwards. And it's got a nice ratchet to keep it in place for where you want it. And then just tighten it up as well. So far so good. Very impressed. Very impressed. The back of it looks quality as well, to be honest with you. I'll show you this in more detail with the overhead camera. This is the panel on the back of the monitor. You can see at the bottom here, just in shot, is the on-off switch, and the power supply goes in there. You have the dimming and brightness dial here, and you have the warm to white dial here. As you can see, it's a lovely bright screen on the back as well. We're currently on 5%, 800k. You can see all the channels if you want to add extra lights. I've got one, so I'm on channel A at the moment. Let's just see what the dials do on the back. So if we turn the light, you'll see the brightness going up and the lights going brighter and brighter and brighter. You can't see that, but I wanted to show you the panel. You've seen that on the previous recording. and again you can hear the satisfying little click as you go through. And this one changes it from 800k right the way down to 2800k. This is basically doing what the remote control is doing, but you know, if you have another person with you and you don't want to use the remote control, they can do these settings for you. But that's on the back. Nice clear panel. It has an on-off switch, and that's where you input your power supply. So far so good. It looks really, really good. Right, let me go and plug it in, see what it looks like. Okay, I haven't put on the stand yet. I've just got the power supply plugged into the back. The light is on at the back, like I said, a little switch. I'll just switch it on, see what it's like. Wow, that's bright. Wasn't expecting it to be on full, and I never even thought of maybe possibly turning it down. So a little bit of advice: when you switch it on first, make sure you turn it down. That's very bright. I will turn it to the camera. If it's too bright, I won't. I'll turn it away. But I want you to see how bright this is. Actually, that's a bright light. That's really good. Okay, so I'll put it off to the side so we can both see what's going on there. I'm impressed with that. That's really nice. I mean, I got a shock at first, but I can look at it. It's not too distracting, to be honest. It doesn't hurt your eyes too much. And if I turn it down now, let's see how the temperature goes down once I turn it down at the back. So you can see a changing colour there to the warm setting. So it goes from warm to bright white, which is really good. And the other side, but again, like I said, we'll do this on remote control a bit later. Dims right down as well, so you've got plenty of adjustments on the lights. Actually, I'm really impressed. £60, can't go wrong. That really dims down quite a lot. I'm surprised. And again, so it's got a nice little dial on the back that it clicks every one click, and you can see it just going slightly bright as I do a click. So it's going to stay on that setting. It's not going to move easily just by turning the dial. There is a little click on each one, which is good. So to go from dim to bright, brilliant. And let's have a look at the warm setting again, and we'll dim that down. Right, let's start. That's the brightest it goes, and we'll dim that down. Do you know what? I'm really impressed with that. I'll just turn it off now, and then I'll try and set it up on the desk clamp, and hopefully show you in action with the remote control working as well. Okay, so set it up on the desk with the desk clamp. I tightened the desk clamp at the bottom, screwed in this pole. I haven't had to increase the height of this because it's high enough at the moment for me. You can do by unscrewing this one here, and again I haven't had to adjust that really because it's just pointing at the right angle, but quite easy to install onto a desk. I've installed 2 AAA batteries into the remote control. I've plugged it into the power. I've switched the power on at the back of the monitor. I'm now going to test out the remote control. I've had a quick read in the manual. It's quite easy to use, and again I'll show you that in more detail. Okay, so I just want to show you the scene settings on this remote control. There are 8 scenes that the light can do. So if I press the FX button in the middle, the first one comes on, and I've kept it on low 5% so it doesn't annoy you and doesn't annoy me as well, and that's called yellow flash. If you press the right arrow, it goes to scene 2, which is white flash. Scene 3 is SOS, where it'll blink on and off. Scene 4 is candle, and you get like a yellow, you can't really see it on the screen, but you get, oh there you go, get like a yellow flickering light which looks something like a candle. Scene 5 is cinema, although it's a strange spelling. You spelled it, obviously a Chinese product, but you spelled that wrong, which is a shame because everything else has been perfect. And that's just a light that flickers in the background. I hope this camera picks it up. Scene 6 is classed as a bad ball that keeps flicking on and off. Scene 7 is thunder, which is quite good. Flashes on and flashes off like it was a thunderstorm. And the last one, scene 8, is just idle. It keeps dimming down and then going a bit brighter and then dims down again. And to escape out of the FX, you press the FX button again, and that takes you back to the start. Great product. So to turn it on, just press the on off button. I've got it on, and it tells you on the screen as well, which is great. I've currently got it on 800k at 0.5%. To increase the brightness, you use the up and down arrows on the centre circle there. And it tells you actually on the screen of the remote control what percentage you're at. So I'm currently at 14%. I've took that up to 40% now. I'm just going to have a quick look on my screen, see what it looks like. Yes, I can see that. That works really well. Let me take it right up to the brightest setting. I'll shield my eyes this time. Okay, we're going right the way up to 100%. Wow, that's bright. That's really impressive. I don't think you'd ever use it at that setting, to be honest with you, but you never know. It might be a bit further away. You might need a bit more of a flood, but I want to use it to make me look a natural colour rather than like an orangey glow. That's impressive, it really is. You can then change the colour setting from white by pressing the arrows across, and again it changes and shows you the colour setting on the screen. Currently at 6400k, and again if you press the left arrow, that changes and goes down to the warm setting. You'll probably see my face changing. I'll be a lovely sun-tanned orange now. Might keep that look actually. It goes right down to 2800k, and again we're on 100%. By using the up and down arrows we can simply dim that as well. God, for the price, I can't believe this was only £60. I'll be honest with you. I looked at others that don't do what this one does, and they were over £100. So very, very impressed. For me, it's a thumbs up. It's all good. £60, I recommend it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you'd like me to do a video for you, please let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe and click on the notification bell. Thanks for watching. Now go have some fun.